be good. So moving on, we're gonna move on to Aquaman. Aquaman, how did he come out on that original cut?
I mean, I I like Jason Momoa's Aquaman, but you don't get to see a lot of the character of Aquaman in the theatrical cut of this movie.
He's like a side character.
He's a side character. He has a great look.
Yeah.
I am so mad that look didn't come back in his movie. But I think they gave him a really great look, and my understanding is like Jason Momoa had a lot of input on it. Like he wanted to honor his own heritage within this version of Aquaman, and it came through really nicely. I just wish he'd had more of a place in this movie. Yeah,
nobody was mad at the little improvements they made because Aquaman throughout time has always been a joke. And they did some improvements in the comics too, because in the comics revamped them too. They gave him the trident hand or
the harpoon hand.
Yeah, whatever. So they tried to make him. They toughened him up. They gave him the beard, and they toughened him up in the comics too. So they had to do something with it, and it all worked.
He's basically Thor of the oceans,
right? And then Jason Momoa is riding off some of his success from Game of Thrones, so he was already known as kind of a badass anyway. Yeah. So it just all worked. So let's watch this trailer, this Aquaman trailer, see what they did with that.
You can't turn your back on the world forever, above or below.
Thousands of years since our people spoke.
The firstborn of beloved Queen of Land.
I need warriors.
You can't escape.
The time has come. Take up your mother's trident.
This is a bad idea. Fighting the devil and his army. And now,
okay.
Nice shot.
I think I said the battle in the water gonna be more.
Okay, I definitely want to see that.
His battle with Steppenwolf, because they did have Steppenwolf just pop up and just steal everything. he just popped up. Hey, give me that. Oh, give me that. You know what I'm saying? It was just like quick fights.
Like he didn't notice he was fighting half the time. It was just yeah. Give me that.
And it was like they was decent fights, but they was like, what are we fighting for? You literally not hurting him. It's like toddlers trying to fight a grown person.
Yeah.
And they like not trying to hurt him. They just trying to keep him off. you know. And it was like, okay, so I can see they kind of keeping with the storyline of he had to get the trident to fight, and then he came back with the trident and used it to stop that water or whatever. Yeah. So that, I think, that was in the storyline of the original.
Well, like there's a lot of stuff that's gonna be in this cut that's just like, how did everyone get where they were supposed to be? Because folks just kind of pop up, in the theatrical cut. Superman just comes back in the nick of time, in Russia, Aquaman comes in just as that water is starting to come through, it's like, so actually explain, like, because all of these people have a story that leads into this movie, and so I feel like that's what Joss Whedon like kind of skipped over when he did his recut was, let's get to the fun stuff.
Not to mention you got 4 hours and you changed it to 2 hours.
Yeah.
Especially all these superhero movies go over to. That was the shortest superhero movie. I was like, even the old school stuff went over 2 hours at some point.
Because my thing is like, and this is something like a lot of people have been talking about since the theatrical cut came out. You got 6 superheroes and you want to shoehorn half of their origin stories into this movie.
Mm-hmm.
How is that ever supposed to work? With 2 hours?
Aquaman was new. Aquaman, they was better off introducing them first and then putting them together. But
and that's the problem,
Aquaman,
man.
Flash, and Cyborg was all new, so they had to give some kind of origin story for them.
Well, but my problem is there's no way to give like a decent feeling of growth in any of these characters in just 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
It works fine when you're working in anime where it's like, okay, if you're here watching this movie, you know who everyone is already.
Yeah, that's why the cut is longer.
Yeah.
He needed to develop all those characters.
Yeah.
And he's trying to tell them, I can't develop these people in 2 hours. I can't develop 6 people in 2 hours and make it make sense. You
Yeah.
know, so I feel like he had to make it long like that, especially an ensemble movie.
Yeah.
It's got to be long.
It's got to be.
You know, that's why he's better off doing a mini series.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as the changes for Aquaman, don't look like it's that many, but I heard it's going to be more of action. Now, it's one thing in the theatrical cut I wouldn't mind staying in this, but it probably won't. And this was a Josh Whedon
The lasso of truth.
yeah. When and I heard somebody kind of complaining that he was like talking to Wonder Woman. He's like, yeah, and you whew, damn, you hot. Like that part when he was, remember he's like telling the truth, I guess.
Yeah.
And he was like, and you
honestly,
damn, you beautiful.
I think we're all gonna die.
Right.
All right. Like,
and
look,
you, woo, you beautiful. And they was like, I heard some women say they was offended. Like, a man can't call a woman beautiful now.
also, let's not pretend this isn't like meant to be an exceptionally beautiful woman. Like in the comics, she can't do covert missions because she's too good looking.
Yeah,
Like this is a fact.
she's a
like,
goddess.
This is like divine heritage. This like because her brother gets treated the same way in the comics when they introduce him. Like this is just when you're related to Zeus. You're not gonna be ugly, all right? You're going to be notably beautiful.
Come
That
from
comes
my
with it.
loins. But yeah, not that much more, but
It is what it is.
Right, but they're gonna amp up the action, so that's what all I need. That was a good shot too.
Yeah.
Well, real quick, I'm gonna show that shot here, right here, when he
Or below.
Thousands of years since our people
shot
spoke.
right
The firstborn of beloved queen
right
of
there.
land.
Yeah, that's a good shot. And
Time has come.
that
Take
I guess
up your
his
mother's
trident just
trident.
sitting there.
Yeah, I guess so.
I was like, I
mean,
thought
like,
that was
I
like
don't-
real powerful weapon.
Well, his mama's trident ain't nothing on his old man. So
So he got his because he always uses his mother's
So in
trident,
this
but
one, he
ended up
uses his
using
mother's trident. In his movie, he had to go and get like the royal trident.
Well, no, his dad is the regular dude, right?
Well, yeah. He had to go get the like I said, the royal trident.
Django
the
Fett.
trident of King Atlan.
Okay, yeah, that's what he
Yeah.
got. Okay, so
Yeah.
more powerful
More
trident.
powerful trident. I think didn't they like break or melt his mom's trident in his movie?
Yeah, I think
Mad
it did break.
disrespectful.
I think it did break. Who's next?
Let's see what they got for Flash.
Alrighty. Flash.